Hey guys, welcome to the Rachel Cruze Show. All right, if you already have a budget, then you're probably doing really well with your money. I'm impressed, but even if you have a budget, there are categories that we all tend to overspend on. So we're gonna walk through 3 of the most common places we tend to overspend. And then later on, we're gonna talk about 3 ways to safeguard against overspending because it can be so easy. But the first area we always tend to overspend is online shopping. You guys, this is a hard one because it is so easy to overspend because it's convenient, it's a time saver, stuff just shows up on your front porch, it makes it so easy. So the biggest way to not to overspend is just don't spend. Just don't do it. Stop. Don't do it. Now, easier said than done, I know. So I want you to kind of really think through how these online retailers strategically go after you, okay? They know what they're doing and they want you to spend more and more money so that they can make more and more money. So here are a couple ways that they do that. Free shipping thresholds. Yep. Who's added an extra shirt just to get the free shipping? Man, it's a sucker though, isn't it? Because when I get to the bottom of a checkout and you see you have to pay for shipping, you're like, oh man. And if you're just close enough, you feel like, what's spending an extra $12 for the $7 shipping? What's that big of a deal? But doing it over and over and over and over and over and over, it's a trap. It gets you to spend more. Also, an easy checkout. So a lot of these places will store your debit card number. You'll have a login. Now on some of the places I go in, like stores online, I guess through social media or something, I don't know, but like everything is already filled out. I'm like, what? It makes it so easy. And I'll be honest, you guys, it's so bad because I have memorized my debit card number. So if I have to check out online, I know it, and it's just like, and there we go, and I'm in, and I'm going. Where at least, like, if you don't do that, there's a little bit of friction and be like, oh crap, my purse is in the car. You gotta go out, you gotta get your purse, get your wallet, take it out, type it in. There's at least some steps involved. Not for this chica, so I really have to watch it because there is some friction. If you don't have your debit card information stored into a website, that you really do. There's extra work, but memorizing it, I mean, it's convenient, but man, it can get you. Those impulse purchases, it can get you. But also what you can do, speaking of impulse purchases, is go ahead and just put stuff in your cart online and then wait. Wait a day, wait 2 days, because trust me, there will be an email from the store that you're gonna get in your inbox to be like, you forgot these items, and it will remind you, and hopefully you'll be like, oh, I didn't really need that. I call it my add to cart days. It's like, some days you just gotta go shopping. You never really buy it, but it just feels good just to look and add stuff, and that's it. But when you do that, you're gonna get follow-up emails and they're going to give you ads in those emails, okay? You're gonna be able to be like, oh, look at all of these coupons, look at everything going on. And again, they're sneaky with it, so make sure you watch that. They also will create loyalty program discounts. So this means you will get lots of emails with advertising. So you can even just unsubscribe to these emails. You can even set up a spam folder and they can just go in that folder. You can delete it later, but watch out because you will get a lot of emails. They also will do new customer discounts. Yeah, man. And again, if you're gonna buy something, sure, you can take advantage of like this kind of thing, that's great. But if you're just on a website, just looking and you're like, oh, I can get an extra 10% off, 15% off right now. Oh, but again, it just sucks you in. So watch out for that. Also, the limited time offers that aren't really limited time. Nope. Usually these will circle back throughout the year. But you're thinking, oh, it's on sale. Oh my gosh, it's limited time. I got to do it now. And some places will have like a countdown clock. And it'll like tick down and you're like, oh my gosh, I only have 16 hours before this goes away. And they get you all flustered and they get you to spend more money. Also, if you look at subscription-based discounts, so this is a big one. I always think about Amazon with this, right? You're paying a fee and you do get some savings and even free shipping and different stuff. But you need to look to be like, okay, is the subscription worth it? Like, am I saving enough on the subscription to get everything that I want, right? So making sure that you look at that. Also, bulk purchasing discounts. Again, sounds great, because you're like, oh my gosh, look at all this stuff I can get. This is awesome. But if you don't use it all, then it goes to waste. And then the bulk pricing, you ended up spending more than if you just bought one or two things. So again, make sure you go and you look and you see, okay, per unit, if it's something like that, or look to see, am I actually gonna use the product? Also, point of sale financing, things like Afterpay. Oh man, these will get you. You're like, that is a super cute $100 sweater. Oh, and I only have to pay $26.36 right now and throughout the next 4 months. That's great, right? That's an easier pill to swallow than $100. Yeah, because guess what? They're getting you into debt. Slowly but surely, you're in the funnel, and 78% of millennials have missed a payment on these things like Klarma and Afterpay. So just watch out, you guys. It is a place for you to spend more money. They know what they're doing. So online shopping, again, we tend to overspend a lot. So watch out from all of these things that they have out there to suck you in. Okay, another place that we all tend to overspend are groceries. It's a tough one. Food is so hard. It really is. I feel like it's seasonal. I feel like you look to see, okay, what do we have going on right now? Is it a busy season, a slow season? Are we cooking more? Are we not? Does stuff go bad? It's just hard. It is so hard. But staying within your budget at the grocery store, it is so key. So here are a couple ways to help you not overspend with groceries. Number one, I will beat this drum until the end of time. Meal plan. Meal plan, okay? I'm telling you, this will change the game. Winston and I have been doing this for years now, but every Sunday night, I just did it last night. We look to see, okay, what do we have every single night of the week? What nights are we cooking? What do we want for dinner? And from there is our grocery list. And it helps you, because it even helps you on the nights, whether you're getting home from work or the kids are home from school and you're just like, oh, if it's the whole, I don't know what we're gonna eat, more than likely you're gonna just get takeout or get food delivered. That's what ends up happening. But being able to use what you have because you've planned ahead is so great. And you can even try my free meal planner and grocery guide. So this includes downloadable grocery lists and meal planning templates. Oh, it makes it so easy. You just create your meal plan and transfer the needed items over to your grocery list. There's videos, there's recipes. It's amazing. So you can just go to ramseysolutions.com/meal planner, or just Google Rachel Cruze meal planner, and that will help you a lot. You can also start freezing and storing meals. So this will save you a lot of money and a lot of time. Vegetables are great for freezing. Meat is great for freezing. If you freeze, you're able to see, okay, this is what we have, and you just defrost stuff and it makes it so much faster. And again, will save you money. Also, keep a running tally of how much is in your cart. So it's probably like a sick game, but I do play this, and then I like challenge myself to be like, is it close to the amount I have in my head when I get to the grocery store checkout line? Because I'll like round up and I'll put stuff in my cart. But when you do this and you actually keep a tally of what's going in, then it's gonna help you. It's not gonna be just like this shock and awe when you get to the register and be like, oh my gosh, how much did we just spend? You kind of are keeping up with what it is, and it just helps you throughout your shopping. Also, you can use coupons. So don't buy the item if you don't need it just because there's a coupon. But also look, there's a lot of great places to find coupons and use them. Those will save you money. Also, don't assume that bulk is better. So compare the price per unit or the price per ounce. We kind of talked about this earlier. But if you don't need more, don't buy more. That is so hard. I will do this though with freezer stuff, things that don't go bad, but like I'm terrible at buying bulk of fruits or vegetables, stuff that can go bad, produce, because it's like so much. I'm like, oh my gosh, we don't need 8,000 blueberries. We only need 4,000 in our house because my kids love blueberries, but they don't love them that much. Like it's crazy. So just for stuff not to go bad, again, because you can overspend. Also, know when to shop. So a lot of experts say to shop on Wednesdays when stores are restocking their shelves, and they'll mark down any item that didn't sell last week. You also think about the time of day. So early bird gets to the clearance shelves first, or score deals on deli and bakery items just before closing time. So those are great ways to save as well. And shop online or do curbside pickup. And so this is great because you can compare different prices. You can avoid impulse buying when you're just walking. And again, like we were saying earlier, where you can kind of tally how much you're spending, you can see it there. So like before you check out, you can just look at the number and know, okay, is this what I want to spend or not? So that is very helpful. And then look at different grocery stores. So there are cheaper grocery stores, like the exact same item can be different prices just because of the store. So again, Aldi's is a great place to save, even Costco or Sam's Club if you're going to do big bulk stuff. But just look around to see different stores and what their prices are. Also, on things, pick the generic over the name brands. I do this all the time, especially with like my milk or even my eggs, my cheeses, like all that kind of stuff. A lot of the dairy stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just get the store brand because it's fine. I mean, it tastes the exact same. I will say there are things that I am picky, like Honey Nut Cheerios. I gotta buy Honey Nut Cheerios. I do. Sorry, I do. I can taste the difference. But the stuff that you can't, just buy the generic version. It's great. And then also you want to buy meat when it's on sale. And so you can look out for some great deals. Again, when you buy in bulk and then you can freeze some of that. You can do some cheaper cuts like chicken thighs instead of chicken breasts. Just look to see, okay, where are just some ways you can cut a few dollars out. So again, groceries, whew, it's one that people tend to overspend on, but some great ways to help you save. Another place in our lives that we tend to overspend on is life insurance. So one of the most expensive ways to have life insurance is whole life insurance. So a great way to save money here is to switch from whole life to term life. So term life, again, it's set for a term of your life. So a set number of years, and when those years are over of the term life insurance policy, you're done. I mean, you can always get more if you want, but like it's only like 20. You pay for like 20 years, 15 years, 30 years. Because the goal here for us as you're doing the Ramsey Baby Steps is that you're self-insured eventually. So you don't have to have insurance for the rest of your life. Because if you got millions of dollars in your 401k and your house is paid for, you're great. Life is awesome, right? So that's the key. So it's inexpensive, but it's the best way to have life insurance. And if you die during the time you have life insurance, then the life insurance company pays out your death benefit, or it's also called a payout. So that's how term life insurance works. Whole life insurance is basically the opposite. It's for your whole life. It's usually more expensive because they have what's called cash value built into it, which means that you have like this investment built into your life insurance. And the insurance isn't always great, and the investment definitely is not great. So just remember, your insurance and your investing should not be in the same place, okay? So like separate those. So again, term life insurance is the way to go, and I want you to get a term life insurance policy today if you haven't, you guys. And I want you to get the best rate possible. So you can check out my friends at Xander Insurance, who make it super easy for you. You plug in your information online and Xander will shop around for you and find the best rate and coverage for you and your family. And just go to Xander.com to get your free quote today. Yes, it's free because remember, we are wanting to keep expenses down, down, down. We're trying to not overspend here, people. All right, the last category that we always tend to overspend on is the miscellaneous category. Yeah, if you've never budgeted before, this is one line item in your budget you want to have because life happens, you forget about stuff, you're like, oh crap, and then you gotta go put some money in somewhere, and if it's a zero-based budget, that means all the money's already allocated to other stuff. So that miscellaneous category kind of catches all the stuff you didn't think about. So again, think about annual checkups and copays, or home maintenance, or car maintenance, or oil changes, special occasions, taxes, memberships and subscriptions, like all of it. So just remember, I know there's a few apps that I do pay for to get like the premium version of, and they all seem to hit, like this was last month, and I was like, oh no, I'm getting this, like my Apple receipt for my app store stuff kept hitting, and I was like, oops, I totally forgot I gotta pay for this stuff. And so it does. So the miscellaneous category catches it all. But There are some ways to really plan this out, okay? If you're not a great planner like me always, that will help you. So a sinking fund, this is key. And this is good for things that you know are coming. So whether it's a vacation, replacing a car, Christmas, a wedding. So what you do is you figure out, okay, here's the amount we want to spend on this big purchase that's coming up in 8 months or 12 months. And how much do we need to save per month? So when we get there, we have the money for it. That's what a sinking fund is. And then last but not least, like we said earlier, create that line item in your budget called miscellaneous. So this is gonna help you. So again, sinking funds, you can prepare. Emergency funds, the things that you can't prepare for and they're like really big. But that miscellaneous will help get the catch-all throughout the month. Again, putting those things in there that you forget about, whether it's kids' birthday parties or even taxes, because maybe you have a side hustle and you forgot about that. Monthly subscriptions, all the stuff we're talking about. If you forget any of that, that miscellaneous category is there for you. And if you've not been budgeting and you're like, what is all this? You want to check out EveryDollar, okay? EveryDollar is the best budgeting app out there. You can go to RamseySolutions.com/EveryDollar or just go to the App Store, download it, and really, really start to plan around this, because all of this overspending we're talking about, it can happen, and especially if you're not intentional. So just being aware of what's going on, having a plan for your money is going to give you control. And that is what I want for you guys. I want you to take control of your money and create a life you love.